French campaign. Now, me not having played this game a lot before, it's a bit confusing. What's going on? But I'll tell you. First, we have a bunch of diplomatic messages here. Hanover has a war score that increased now to 10. Maybe that is why I wasn't able to annex. As you can see here under decrees, there is a decree called Annex Hanover that I stamped last turn. Maybe my war score isn't high enough because it didn't go through last turn. So I activated it again now this turn. Or maybe I have to wait until I get 100 war score. I don't know. But I didn't manage to annex Hanover. So the big thing here now is that Persia declared war on Russia. Other than that, it was basically just a bunch of nonsense here. Minor states joining France. There's 2 new units that have been successfully trained. I can't see anything about that. Maybe it just means that their training has been completed and they're now ready to fight. And it's just they've gone from newly recruited, because I can't see anything experience-wise. A fun thing is that our merchant raiders sunk merchant ships worth 16 money. That was our starting merchant raider ship. Didn't get any experience or anything, but okay. So this is interesting as well. You don't gain any money in weekly turns, but you get changes from merchant ships. You get money income every week. This means that I would say that merchant ships is as important as city revenue. So I didn't quite calculate that correctly, although our merchant ships are down from 138 to 123. I know you're not that interested in the exact numbers, but that's like a 10% decrease from last turn over 1 week. Don't ask me why. I can't really like export goods. Oh, apparently I took a decision here to export goods. That I can't see any British ships in the Atlantic, what's it called again? Northeast Atlantic Trade Sea Zone. It's a shipping box. It will increase the high seas transport pool, used to shuffle supply along. Don't know if I'm supposed to see. I see some American ships here, right? Isn't that it? But anyway, raiders work. They sank 16 money worth of merchant ships for the UK, I suppose. So it's gonna take a hell of a long time before one merchant ship pays back. But if it takes a long time before they get sunk, they are kind of the submarines of this game, merchant raiders. We'll see. What else happened? Alright. Okay. Austrians have raised more taxes. Prussians have raised more taxes. Spanish have raised more taxes. Ottomans have raised more taxes. And I get to build fire ships when I have a lot of engagement points, which I don't have at the moment. I guess Nassau became an ally of France, and then they started allying all of my allies. So Nassau is now basically allied with all my allies. And Nassau is a very small little country here. They barely have any armed forces. They have a small Stadtgarnison. What I did was I asked Holland for navies as expeditionary forces. I asked Spain for armies and navies so that I can control. Oh, come on, come on! It's so slow. It's so slow. Where did the UK? Oh, because I want to take control of Spanish armies and send them down towards. Well, actually, I would walk into Gibraltar. I don't care if he sits outside Seville. We'll see. We'll see what the Spanish AI does, but I definitely want to get control over Spanish and Dutch navies and send them back into port before they suicide on UK very much superior forces. Can't believe the AI is scripted or programmed to be this stupid. I'm not surprised, or am I? Here's another one. Is that it? Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's nothing much to do this week, so what else? Oh, I tried to develop territories to increase loyalty in Germany, Bremen and Hanover. That didn't work all of a sudden. Your military control is not within the limits of the decision. Well, it is. The decision says that... Well, it doesn't say. It's only a 10% loyalty, 5 victory points, 10 development points, and the cost. It doesn't say that you have to have more or less. So again, documentation, not very good. I have 81% military control. Maybe you need 100% that I started with. I only have 56% military control in Hanover because I have a smaller garrison down here. But it doesn't matter. I guess I'll wait until I annex Hanover, and maybe then I have 100% military control. Maybe then I can develop it, and maybe then I can get the increased development. Maybe I should send them to a French province, but they already have 100% loyalty. I'm still developing Torino and Genova, so I guess that still works. A bit confusing why these were cancelled. Don't like it. You're supposed to be able to read tooltips and understand. Tooltips and decisions and info doesn't help if it doesn't explain why. Well, Russia seized horses like everyone else, developed territories, Austria develops, and only one navy, the Central Mediterranean, only managed to send 76 supply out of 800 maximum capacity. I guess that's to Corsica. Don't know why I couldn't send, because as far as I can tell there are no navies now outside Toulon and Marseille here. The British Navy, they left. Again, showing the wisdom of the AI. But there's a Spanish transport squadron out here. There's the Western Mediterranean. I don't know why they're sending out transport ships. I don't think these will help with merchant income. I think these transport troops. So they're basically sitting here waiting to get killed. Persia allies a lot of smaller states around Russia, but Armenia declared war on Russia along with Persia. I don't know if this is probably in favor of Russia, that will easily gain more conquest. Because here's something I noticed. Watch this. Who is gaining the most victory points each turn? That is Russia. It's not. I gain 42, Great Britain 52, and Russia 62. Even Austria is gaining more victory points than I am. Even Spain and Ottomans are. So my measly 42 victory points gains per turn is not good enough. British morale is the best. Mine 110 is the second. I don't know how you gain national morale. By battles maybe. Combat power relative of the enemy compared land. Okay, so England has 88% of my land combat, so they're not that much weaker than my entire army, whereas they are 4 times as powerful at sea. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Spain lost 5,000 men. Is that navy? Is that... I don't know what that is. It doesn't tell me a lot. But interesting here, though, is that the UK is so powerful land military-wise, 88, whereas Prussia and Austria are only 28 and 37% compared to my land army. So I want to fight them on land as soon as possible. Russia is a bit more powerful, but UK is very powerful. It's the second most powerful. I mean, I'm used from other games that they are weak land military wise this early. I think this has to do with that they have a lot of land garrisons that might not be mobilized in these countries. So like coastal defenses, home, militia. I don't think their mobile field army is very strong. But I don't know. Well, you don't win by having a lot of victory points, I don't think. You win by having 250 national morale. Can you win by having a lot of victory points? Don't know. Defeat level 5, that doesn't sound good. Anyway, I don't think there's a lot I can do. I don't have any resources. It's winter. I don't want to move my troops. I'm basically only hoping that my Dutch and Spanish allies will not suicide too many fleets. I should have asked for expeditionary forces earlier before they sent them out. So we'll just save our turn here and go to turn 4. See if it crashes. Then we'll just do a quick overlook and then we'll have a break. I don't expect to gain any resources this turn except merchant navy money, which I gain every turn, every week. I've been doing a lot of streaming today so my voice, I'm not used to talking this much, so I notice my voice getting a little bit coarse. Or hoarse? I'm hoarse. I do have to reconsider my construction schemes of privateers, etc. They only sunk British ships, they didn't capture anything, but they had a capture percentage value, so maybe they can capture merchant shipping and bring home money to France as well. I hope they will. I will also examine the cost of building more merchant ships, because so far Britain hasn't sunk my merchant ships. I guess kind of merchant individual ships going back and forth were at almost no risk of getting caught except by patrolling frigates, except when they approached a blockaded port. So my main knowledge of marine warfare would be from novels, the Hornblower and Bolitho novels. So honestly, I don't quite know how the naval blockading worked, except that they were doing a blockade close by frigates that was watching the ships in port from with tube binoculars from the actual mast of the ships, to see if the French fleets were preparing to leave port. In that case, the frigates would go back out to the ships of the allies, further back out, and report to them, this naval squadron is going to leave port in days or weeks. So it's kind of a close blockade where you have ships sitting right outside the French ports in winter storms with bad food, rotten water, scurvy, terrible conditions. But of course your sailors get very hardened and toughened, and you get a veteran sailor fleet from doing this. But does it mean you can break the blockade with merchant ships? Let's say you trade with America or the Caribbean. Can you get back into port? I think they did occasionally try to, what would you call it, evade or break the blockade just by running into there with their ship as fast as possible and hoping the British ships wouldn't catch you. Here we go. It's Cuba, Battle of the Sea. That's not good news, I don't think. But the forces were very low. So there must have been battles like this turn up until turn 3 that I missed because the Spanish had losses. This is kind of annoying. I kind of wish there was a setting, maybe there is, that I missed, that I could take control of Spanish and Dutch forces and play them as puppets of France. If the AI was smart enough to sit in port and not suicide, yeah, I would be okay with it, but now the way they play. Okay. As far as I can tell, I gained a couple of... oh yeah, I gained 3 times 150 volunteers, cards that I played turn 1. Now they went into effect, did not get any kind of game mechanic manpower. I also gained merchant shipping is down to 95, so it's getting lower and lower every turn. Okay. And horses, I didn't gain any horses. I gained 6 engagement points, and again the annexation of Hanover did not go through. Yeah, I don't know how I can implement the decree of annexing Hanover. It certainly seems that my war score is too low. So maybe I instead will send supplies to Spain and wait. And what else happened? We have, okay, let's see, 4 scripted events. National Naval Modifier, 2 of them. National Government Modifier. The British have acquired Scorched Earth policies. I don't know what that is, but let's go to F3 and see my 2 new available picket ships. That is chance to intercept naval units leaving port increased by... Oh, that's what I was talking about. Picket ships that pick up and increases the chance to intercept naval unit leaving port. Okay, so the British AI, instead of picking this, maybe they already have it. Convoys, better evasion chance of merchant ships in OMBs. I guess OMBs are ocean merchant bonds. Don't know. This is something I'm very interested in. Yeah, I'd probably play this. And not play annex Hanover, since that seems to not go through. Decrease. Okay. We have 1 new national government modifier. F4. And that is number 15, which is foreign recruitment, which would give this option will give you military the use of national modifier foreign recruitment at the cost of some EP. It's a national modifier for 50 EP. I could purchase war supplies. Alright. I think I'll do this. No. Yeah. I pay money and I gain VSU, which is VSU are war supplies. How often can I do this? I don't know. But it doesn't cost any engagement points. So I'll purchase war supplies. It doesn't say from whom I would purchase it. Okay, but of course I want this, but I'm gonna start with my convoys. How would it help putting merchant ships in convoys in 1805? Let's see if an OMB, I'm pretty sure it's those circles. Let's see what they're called. It's an OMB. This area is a shipping box. I don't know what an OMB is, what it stands for, but I'm pretty sure it's an Atlantic OMB. Ocean Merchant Boundary Zone. No, we don't know. But yeah, let's see what the Scorched Earth military reform is. I think I have it available to pick. I do not. Is it a decree? I think I've seen it, Scorched Earth, somewhere. Ooh, wait, it's a decision, isn't it? Sorry. Yeah, I could play this runner, which costs me 1 national morale and gives me 300 money, but national morale, before I know how to regain it, I won't play it. Okay, so I have to scroll right all the way to Scorched Earth. Okay, so region becomes pillaged. It costs loyalty, development points, VPs lost. Maybe they pillaged like some province in Cuba. Is that it? Is that what they did? British have acquired Scorched Earth policy, or no, maybe they gained this card and now they can play it. They have acquired Scorched Earth policies, so their deck of cards that they can play is now improved. All right, maybe. We sunk 16 money worth of merchant rates again. 29th and 22nd successfully trained. So every turn I have 2 units successfully trained. I don't know why 2. They always seem to be in, yeah, they're always in Italy. Don't know why, because yeah, it's the Army of Italy. I don't know, because I should be able to train troops. It seems a bit strange, to be honest. Why am I only successfully training units in Italy and nowhere else? Our war score in Hanover is up to 15. Hanover has declared... Oh, Nassau has declared war on Hanover. Armenia... Oh, Persia and Russia signed peace after a week. So, the AI Persia declared war last week, and now they signed a white peace. I am not terribly impressed with the AI behavior. Let's hope it's just not as terrible as I suspect it is. Georgia now declared war on Persia. We sent request expeditionary force. Okay, this United States has expired. So 2 weeks there's a state visit, then you can send it again and gain new better relations. Okay. Yeah, there's a couple of state visits that's ended. Ooh, quite a lot of them. So Austria has received a casus belli against France because of tensions. Has degenerated into a major diplomatic incident. I don't know. Okay, I completed defensive works in Bremen. France merchants successfully passed the enemy patrols and export goods. Oh, merchants successfully passed. Oh, I think that's the event, right? So did I gain any money from an event? Yeah, 95 money. No, 300 money from that decision. So that's great. Volunteers completed. Yeah, we saw that. That's 450 manpower. Still developing 2 Italian provinces. Britain horses and recruiting officers and enforcers in Glasgow. Recruiting. I don't think I have that decision. Recruiting officers. Russia drafting, developing. Developing Prussia. Requisitions. Yeah, they're not scared to burn down their own provinces to requisition stuff from them. I guess maybe it will increase with time, so maybe it's a good thing to do, but I'm not gonna do it. It just feels wrong to requisition stuff in your own territory. And again, supplies being sent and intercepted at certain levels. I'm sure one day I'll understand if it's enough, what zones. Here's the money, it's decreasing more and more. Because as I said, I'm down to only gaining 95, which started out at 138. So it's down almost 40% since this is starting 1 month. And this is winter months. I imagine the interception of merchant fleets will be even lower. But, you know what? What's interesting here is, can you ever lose these merchant fleets, or are they only there to be more or less intercepted? It would certainly appear that my 6 merchant ships here, no, sorry, 4, they're not taking any hits, they're not escorted, they're not, you know, maybe they're just like a money gaining unit, kind of abstract, that you will never lose, really. This unit has a transport capacity. This ability applies. Oh my god, should I put these on avoid? Passive posture and retreat if engaged. I don't know. I don't know. Let's do that and see if they make money next turn. Yeah, it's a learning process. I'm sure this is the same in all Age Odds other games. I should have known this from the Civil War playthrough, but if I did know, I can't remember. Anyway, I might build more merchant ships, just because even if they are kind of intercepted more harshly, if they don't sink and it's a permanent gain of money every turn, even if it's less, you know, why not? We'll see. Did I lose? I don't have merchant ships up here. I do. It's just that it's hidden. Oh wait, Castor Squadron. That's the Dutch Kingdom of Holland, North Sea trade. But they appear. What color do they have? These have. So I have twice the number in the North Sea, and maybe that's reflected on the amount of money I make on 58. That was in the very end. Sorry. So let's see. Northeast Atlantic. I don't make any money. 5 raiders have been spotted in commerce. What is commerce? Oh, here's one. Commerce. Commerce is a zone that is a shipping box. I guess this is the Atlantic and Southern Atlantic and South America and everything. So maybe I should send out raiders here. Yeah, let's try that. How long would it take for them to go up here? It would take 6 days. Yeah, let's do that. Let's send them out there. Sorry. Merchant fleet delivers 15 money. So I guess the North Atlantic, no, the North Sea gives money to the Dutch. Because Western Med, Central Med, Eastern Med, Commerce 15, Aegean Sea 10. Okay. Um, so these guys here, what's it called? Northeast Atlantic trade. They don't give any money to me. Southeast Atlantic trade does. Commerce does. But Northeast Atlantic trade, I can't see that they give me any money. So why is that? That is weird, isn't it? I mean, Commerce has 5 raiders. Maybe I'll fight their raiders. Black blockade. Oh, that's a blockade box. What does that mean? Blockade of the ocean. So I guess these are out blockading. It's a transport squadron. Good job, AI. You're probably not supposed to blockade with transport ships. Maybe I should send out ships, and maybe I should blockade with my... Oh, wait. Should I send... Okay, so maybe I should send my one raider squadron to the blockade box. It's 6 days. Yeah, and look for these transport ships here. As you can see, I have no idea what I'm doing. It's an experiment. Let's go with the blockade box. Chase the transport ships. Put them on offensive posture. Yada yada. And now we're gonna take a pause, and we're gonna go through everything that I want to do in turn. What is this for? And then we're gonna come back with a 4-turn stream. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in the next one. Bye for now.